Students, let's imagine that you want to make a larger purchase, something you don't quite have the cash for right now, but you know with a certain amount of payments every month, you'd be able to afford it. What you're looking for is called an installment loan. In an installment loan, you borrow a certain amount of money and then you pay it back a specific amount every month for a certain number of months until you've paid back your lender. Examples of this could be computers. So for example, you could have a pretty expensive computer that you want to buy so that you can edit videos for this class that you're taking. You're like, oh, I want to film videos and edit it on this new computer, but my old computer can't handle all of that data richness. I need a new computer. You can go out and buy that computer with an installment loan. We're going to take a look at some examples of this down below. So installment loans are typically monthly identical payments, so they're fixed. That gives you some idea, some forecasting. You always know that you're going to have that payment there. But it also usually includes a down payment, which is a small amount of cash that you have on hand to pay the lender. These are typically larger amounts, so you'd use a single payment loan for amounts less than $1,000. For installment loans, you're going to be looking for larger amounts, greater than $1,000. And the payback can be pretty short, like within a year, about 12 months, all the way up to 30 years, 360 months, depending on how large the purchase is. Like if you buy a house, that's technically an installment loan. It has a special name, it's called a mortgage. But that can take you 30 years to pay off. But those are all different types of installment loans. So we're going to take a look at a computer and a refrigerator. So I'm going to cover up the fridge first so it doesn't distract us. Focus on this computer. This is a pretty expensive high-level computer that can process video and edit video for your needs. A $1,600 sticker price. Okay, so it's then offered on a 10% discount. And you have $200 to pay off this $1,600 right now. How much are you going to finance, right? What is this amount that you're going to finance for your installment loan? Well, let's calculate it. 10% is a nice one. You just divide by 10. So you're going to have $160 off just because this computer, perhaps it was on sale. So you're going to have $1,600 minus 160 minus the $200 that you had on cash on hand to pay down. So how much is left is how much is going to be financed on your installment loan. 200 and 160 makes 360, and 360 less 1,600 is going to give you 1,240. All right, you can always check your work. If to build a mental math skill, you can say, well, I think it's this. How would I do this? You can add these subtracted bits back and hope to get to 1,600. So if I add 60, that's a little bit easier instead of the full 160. If I add 60, I'll get to 1,300. Then I add another 100. That gives me 1,400. And then I add this 200, which gives me 1,600. So if you're ever unsure when you're doing mental math, just add it back to see if you get back to what you started with. So the amount we're going to finance here on an installment loan is $1,240. And whoever you bought the computer from will arrange that installment loan and tell you what your monthly payments are. You'll pay some of the $1,240 off each month, but you're also going to be paying some interest too, because you can't borrow money for free in most cases. Sometimes there's 0% loans for a little bit, but that might just be 6 to 12 months. You might owe interest after that. Now we have the refrigerator purchase. This is a beautiful refrigerator. Oh man, it's like one of those smart refrigerators. So like send you a text message when you're out of milk because it has a camera inside and it can like look and see the level of the milk and be like, your milk is low, send text message. And you're into that stuff. So you say, all right, I want this smart fridge, $2,000 though. There is, however, a 5% discount. You say to yourself, Mr. Rogers, 5%, that's kind of hard. How are we going to do this with our mental math skills? Well, 5%, yeah, that might be more challenging to do, but 10% is our favorite, right? That one's really simple. 10% is like our North Star. If we can like take 10% off something and then adjust that amount to get down to what we want, we can really, really rock it in this course. So 10% is when you divide by 10. And if I divide 2,000 by 10, I'll get 200. But I don't want that. I want half that much, because 10% is double 5%. I want half to get down to 5%. So I had 200, and I want half that. That gives me 100. So this discount is going to be $100. $100 discount is what 5% equates to of 2,000. Now, I have a 20% down payment. So down payments can be in percentages, and they can also be in dollar amounts. So what is 20%? All right, so 20%, well, let's think about this. We have $100 off of 2,000, excuse me. So that'll give us 1,900. And then we want to know what that down payment is by multiplying it by 20%. Well, again, we can use our North Star of 10% and then double whatever that is to get to 20%. So 10% of this we divide by 10. 1,900 divided by 10, you just take one of the zeros off, you get 190. 190 times 2. Well, you might be able to do that in your head with some mental math skills, but if you need to write that down with a standard algorithm, that's okay too. I know 19 times 2 is 38. And then if I put another 0 on it, I'll get 380. So 20% of 1,900 is 380. So I have $380 of a down payment. That's because that's 20% of 1,900. I'm going to go ahead and subtract this 380 here. Erase this so we're not confusing anybody. To figure out how much we're going to finance. So using the standard algorithm here, you can do 1,900 minus 380 gives you $1,520. So the amount financed, we are going to finance and pay an installment loan on the original amount of $1,520. Pretty cool. So an installment loan is when you pay a set payment every month until you've paid off your entire loan, including interest. And you're typically going to see these when you're buying higher priced items. Single payment loans you can do if they're like less than 1,000 and for less than a year. But installment loans are greater than a year and greater than 1,000 because it takes you some time to pay off really expensive items, whether it be a computer, a smart refrigerator, or even a home. I mean, those are super expensive. So installment loans help us do that. Thank you very much and have a great day.